And now let's get to Chris at PHL, where travelers are already seeing delays. Chris.
That's right, Jason. You heard Scott say Idalia hasn't even made landfall yet, but it's already causing travel troubles for those coming from and going to the hurricane zone. As Idalia sets its sights on Florida's west coast, millions are preparing their properties and getting ready to evacuate.
Diverted flights, canceled flights.
A packed plane of passengers arrived to Philly International tonight on one of the last flights before the midnight closure of Tampa International Airport. The alerts were a jarring end to a Florida vacation.
When we were leaving and all of our phones were going off with the alarms, like, rah, 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 you know, saying that the hurricane was coming. We seen it on the news, and I was like, God is good, because we got the last flight out of here before it gets lit.
The storm, forecasted to be a major hurricane, causing the cancellation of flights to and from Tampa all day tomorrow. Tonight, we found some actually headed into a hurricane zone. Marianne Kaiser lives north of Tampa.
I changed my plane, my reservation, so I could leave one day early, so I can get down there and get all the furniture off of my lanai and hunker down.
For those living in Florida, they know sometimes the cost of living in paradise comes with a hefty price.
We're good. I mean, you know, we have hurricane windows, and we have a safe room, and, you know, our house is only 3 years old, so it's totally hurricane ready.
One of the biggest concerns for residents around the Tampa-Clearwater area, storm surge. Christine McLeese just left her parents in Largo, Florida. She knows there may be a few sleepless nights ahead, watching Idalia's path.
Paying attention to the path, what's going to happen. They've been very lucky in the past. They haven't really been hit too hard. They're on higher elevation, so that's a big plus and peace of mind for us.
And tonight, much of the state of Florida is under a state of emergency. Tampa is expected to reopen their airport sometime on Thursday morning, but Jason and Sheba, that all depends on the path of Idalia.
And it's interesting because, Chris, you know this best. Tampa has avoided and dodged so many bullets in past storms, but they're not taking any chances here on this storm, I would imagine.
Yeah, they haven't had a direct hit with a hurricane in a very long time, but just like blizzards and snowfall up here, guys, the days before a hurricane makes landfall, it is a very anxious time. Getting the water, getting the bread, all that kind of thing we go through for a snowstorm.
All it takes is one storm.
Yeah, and shutting down the airport for 2 days really does send a signal that they are taking this seriously. Chris, thank you.